What's up? Ron P. WiseGuyBets here with some NBA DFS value picks for you. Today's date is 12/9/2021. Very small slate, only 3 games. So finding value is going to be tough today, but I still think I can pull out 5 players who I think is going to 5X, maybe 6X, and if we're damn lucky, 7X their salary. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Go ahead and like this video if you haven't done so already, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. That would be greatly appreciated. So let's get right into it. At point guard, we're looking at D'Anthony Melton for Memphis against the Lakers. He's 4,600 on DraftKings. His projection is 22. The Lakers are 24th versus the point guard position. Lakers are favored by 3.5. Memphis is on a back-to-back. Melton is the backup now. Moran is out, so he's coming off the bench. If he gets his minutes, I think we're good. His last 3 against the Lakers has been 27, 19, and 18. Let's look at his last 3 overall. His last 3 overall has been 29, 17, 24. And as you can see, he's getting in the last 5 games, he's getting anywhere from 17 to 25 minutes. He played around 20 minutes last night. Let me check that so I can be sure about that. Yeah, Melton played 24 minutes last night. So, hey, young cat coming off the bench. He's going to get his minutes against the Lakers. Everybody's going to be motivated to play. I think he gets his projection of 22. If he gets 22 and above, I'm happy with that tonight at the point guard position. Let's look at the shooting guard, and I'm looking at Derrick White for San Antonio versus Denver. San Antonio is a 1.5 point favorite in this game. The over-under is 215.5. Derrick White is 6,300 on DraftKings. His projection is 30. Mr. White is a possible prime play for me tonight. So, hey, I may put him in most, if not all of my lineups, if I can make it work. So, his last 3 against Denver has been 39, 40, 29. Denver's coming off a back-to-back. I think they played at home last night. They're traveling to San Antonio today. So that's something to always consider. San Antonio is favored by 1.5, so the books may have that correct. San Antonio should be favored. Will probably win the game outright and probably cover that 1.5. Let's look at Derrick White's last 3 games. His last 3 has been 44, 24, 37. I like White in this position tonight. Again, rested in home against a team on a back-to-back who is 21st against the shooting guard position. So I like Mr. White tonight in that position. Let's look at the small forward. And at small forward, I'm going with Danny Green, who's also played last night in Charlotte. They're back up in Philadelphia tonight. He played 26 minutes last night. Utah's favored by 3. Danny's salary is 3,300 on DraftKings, which is very low. He has a projection of 20. If he meets his projection of 20, he 5X's his salary. Anything over 20, he 6X's his salary. So he's someone you can fit into your lineups and possibly get more studs around him to do well. Again, Danny Green hasn't played that well this year, fantasy-wise. In his last 3 against the Utah, he's at 13, 10, and 15. So he's actually played better recently, giving us 20 last night, 22 a couple nights before that, and 17. Again, his projection is 20. I think he gets more than that. And if he does that, he more than pays off for the price of 3,300 on DraftKings. So Danny Green is someone I'm looking at the small forward position. Let's go to the power forward position, and I'm going to stay with this Philadelphia-Utah game. We're looking at Royce ONeal. He's 4,300 on DraftKings. His projection is 24 fantasy points. Philly is 19th versus the power forward position. His last 3 against Philly has been 19, 29, 33. Let's look at his last 3 overall, which is 35, 24, 33. So he's been playing well lately. fantasy-wise. I think that continues tonight. Royce ONeal is someone I'm looking to get into my lineup at the power forward position. Let's go to the center position. We're going back to the Memphis Lakers game. And it's going to be Steven Adams, 5,100 on DraftKings with a projection of 26. Lakers are favored by 3.5. Memphis is coming off a back-to-back. Let's see how many minutes Steven played last night. Adams. He played 30 minutes last night. So do have to take all that into consideration. But I still like Adams in this position tonight. The Lakers are second against the center position. But what Laker team are you going to get? Are you going to get the team the other night that played like they know how to play defense? Or are we going to get the same old Lakers who just kind of just come out on the court and let the other team do what they want to do? I think we get the latter. I don't think we get the defensive playing Lakers tonight. So his last three versus Lakers has been 43, 22, and 14. Steven Adams' last three overall is 22, 44, 34. He's been playing decent. I like Steven Adams in this position tonight. Again, big game for Memphis. Probably not as big for LA. So expect them to come out. It's a home game. You know, this is the game that sells out in Memphis every year. So those are my picks for today. Let's do a slight recap here. We got D'Anthony Melton at point guard for Memphis. He's my only bench player who I've got as a value pick, but I think he gets his minutes, and I think he meets his projection of 22. We got Derrick White. Again, he's a possible prime play for me tonight. In a very good position against a defense who doesn't defend the shooting guard very well. Projection of 30. I think he can get that and more. So, and he has very good history against Denver, with his last two games against Denver being 39 and 40 fantasy points. Small forward, looking at Danny Green, Philadelphia. Just take note, he is coming off a back-to-back. He did play 26 minutes last night. His projection is 20 on a $3,300 salary. If he reaches that, he's almost 6x his salary. I think he does 6x his salary tonight. So you can fit him in with some studs. You know, come on, Danny, let's hit some jump shots tonight. At power forward, I'm looking at Royce ONeal, who's been playing very well lately. Moderate success against Philadelphia. Philadelphia's 19th versus the power forward position. His projection is 24 on a $4,300 salary. I think he gets that. So Mr. ONeal is going into my line in some of my lineups tonight at the power forward position. And finally at center, Steven Adams against Memphis. Projection of 26 on a $5,100 salary. Lakers do defend the center position pretty well. They're second in the league against it. But what Laker team do we get tonight? We have no idea. And Mr. Adams has had decent success against the Lakers. His last game against the Lakers, he had 43 fantasy points. So those are my picks for tonight. Go ahead and hit that like button if my video helps you. Also, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you know when new videos are posted. That's all I have for today. Until the next video, peace.